and some very vocal fans. And nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Jimmy Horn here on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Here's cut.
Young on the play action. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The inside give to Dowdle. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Come on, set.
Young throwing here. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Xavier Leggett, the target on that throw, and that brings up third down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
On fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Hurts looking to throw. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
63, 63.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Great, set. Right anyway, yeah. No touch.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, a run with Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
28-yard line. Brings up third down.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at a borderline gimme third down here. It's a sneak, Hurts. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign him for it.
On first down, Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Running back sent in motion. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Here we go.
Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Trevor Etienne to return this. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Brought in right side by McMillan. He hurdles past him. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field, because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Down. Hut.
To the air on first down, Young. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Drill. 52. Set. Go.
Defense shows blitz, Young. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Jet. Jet.
Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check pink. 5.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On the ready.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Here's Dowdle again. And he will not score, but that does set him up broad with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to see those eyes in the hook, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Things going well so far. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. They kick the running back in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Great. Set. 180, 180. Hey, 73. No time.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now.
Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Typically, Kate, you see dime coverage as a quarterback, you can find a completion, right? You know what you're getting defensively. Yeah, there's a bunch of pass defenders on the field. There's usually also check downs and available outlets. Not that time. Excellent dime coverage behind and just enough pressure to get home and force the sack.
Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
No touch. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
They'll go. Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Great, set.
All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Nope. 181, huh? Hey, Silver. Yeti.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Alpha. No touch.
Hurts on 1st down. He's trying to push the field. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
Ready.
One last play before the break.
Green jack. Let's go now. Spike 650. Red, yellow. Blaster 6. Set.
We're looking to throw. And this one is launched downfield. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Xavier Gibson now to return. A nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go. Black, 95. Hut.
Young off first and 10. On the move, headed right. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half.
Kate, I think two things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
14, Eagles 10. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. And he's he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's completed right side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the third. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Eagles 17, Panthers 14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Baker with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 60 red. Set, cut.
Rush coming for Young. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready. 50, green. Ready?
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Forced out to his right. That pass complete to McMillan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
13 yards on the play. And the Panthers first down.
Go with Dowdle on the run. Get some space around midfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Panthers
First down, Young. It is cut left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense to the line fast.
Watch out, 50 series.
Panthers first down.
Fight, 60.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Blue striker. Ready.
There's the give to Dowdle. He has room past the 25. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
Philadelphia
26-yard
settled
line.
and ready. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So it's second down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
No touch, touch. Alpha, alpha, alpha. No touch.
He's back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
No touch. No touch.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Pickup of 2 here. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chains. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles losing by 4. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Great, set. 180, 180. No touch.
On 1st down, Hurts. Chased out to his right. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Hey, easy, 63, 60.
He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Great, set. 180, 180. Carl Yeti. King, Phil King. Phil King. Hey. No touch.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. He wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. It's 4th down now.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down.
Hey. No touch.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
No touch.
We're going to run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
No touch, set. 180, 180. Carl Yeti. Carl Yeti. No touch.
It's Barkley again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
That's twice now where runs have gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Receiver in motion, headed right. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now to throw. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, this is ETN. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Roster, sit. Here we go. Cut.
Here he is to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The timeout stops things now, and what a play that was. This isn't quite over yet. All of a sudden, they've got one more shot.
1st down, Panthers.
Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime.
Jake Elliott to kick
And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. On the return, this is ETN. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, green, set.
First throw of overtime. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
Black, 95. Ready?
On 2nd and 10, Young. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Ready. Yes, set.
Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The thing I can can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Set punt. Yellow, 43. Set punt.
On the ground again with Dowdle. All right, they bought him a little room. That one good for 6 on second down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
All right, needing 3 yards here on third down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going.
Ready. Blue, 32. Punt, punt.
Young working from the gun. Into the hands of Leggett. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that'll be good for a Carolina first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Red, claws red.
Defense shows blitz. Young connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Short pass brought in. Has some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take the lead in this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Good, set.
Now it's his turn in overtime. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he couldn't quite break it. Still 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing now. Well, his first real mistake